Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a bit more of an in-depth analysis into the key features of yesterday's announcement from Sony about the PS4. I'm going to be going to a little bit more depth of my opinions on it, what I think we could get from the whole console, what maybe Xbox are going to be doing, whether it's going to be called the 720 or not, who knows, the next box. Some of the revelations behind it, some of the key features, the games, that kind of thing. So I'm going to just go into a little bit more detail. Now, the first thing, I'm going to just touch on the controller, because there's something I forgot to mention yesterday. Now, the controller, we already know has, as I said yesterday, has a share button, a headphone jack, which the other one didn't do. This controls are a little bit more sensitive, and it's also got the light bar sensor, as well as the touchpad, which is similar to what the Wii U has, like the touchscreen thing, for what I can tell, but they haven't really told us much about that, so hopefully that would be quite cool. It's just like a miniature Wii U. And yeah, this sensor, I didn't really explain much about it yesterday. What this is, as far as I can gather, one, it acts as a light to tell you which player you are. So say, I don't know, if you're player 1 you're green, or player 2 you're red, something like that. It doesn't work on like the LEDs, like if you're number 2 LED you're player 2. I don't know if it won't work like that anymore, it'll just be colours. That's apparently how it's going to be. And also, from what they said, it's going to work very much like the PlayStation Move controller, like that Move 1 thing, where you're actually going to be able to like point and shoot and move the just normal DualShock controller to control the gameplay. So you won't need a Move controller maybe, or maybe you need both, who knows, but that's quite cool. So I've touched on that. And one other thing I forgot to say yesterday, and how I forgot this, because I'm looking forward to it immensely, is Destiny made a approach to Sony. I'm not sure why I forgot this, because I really am looking forward to this immensely. It's basically, they came on stage and basically gave Microsoft the middle finger by the sounds of it. I'm not sure whether that was intentional or not, but basically they told everyone about their partnership with Sony and how they're really excited about it, and how I'm not sure whether they mentioned exclusive, I can't remember, but it's very, very much did sound like they were giving Microsoft the middle finger. But yeah, they're partnering up with Sony, and they're just basically told us a little bit more about the ideas behind Destiny, how much they're looking forward to it. There was no more demos, there's a bit more concept art and things like that, but there's nothing really. But I think the whole thing behind it was, hey Microsoft, we're not making Halo anymore, we can go and do what we like. That's really what it sounded like. But I might just be getting the wrong side of the stick here, but wrong side of the stick? Wrong end of the stick. Wrong side of the coin. Two sayings mixed up. So I don't know. Hopefully that works out. Now I'm going to touch on the games again, but I'm going to touch on my favourite of the games which they announced. Watch Dogs. I think this took everyone by surprise, and I think everyone was like, oh my god, that is the most incredible thing I have ever seen. And who could blame them? When it started playing, I was like, oh, this looks alright, it's not bad, it's cool graphics, that kind of thing. But then when they started, like, actually playing the game properly for how it's meant to be played, the environment and the physics of the game and all of the things you can do were just, I couldn't believe it. It's just like, wow, that is an amazing idea for a game. Like, there's one moment where he's just started running away from the police, and a police car's coming towards him, and it slows down like time. I don't know if that's something the developers did, or if that's something the game does for you, but it zoomed in on like a police car's tyre as it's racing towards you, and shot the tyre out. I don't know whether it shot it out or he did a mind bullet, or who knows, but the tyre blew out, and the police car acted like it would in real life, and so did the policeman driving it. It was kind of surreal, because I know people always say, "Oh, it's like you're in real life. You're like you're in real life." They said that about games before. This was actually like real life physics. The car behaved exactly how it would have behaved in real life if the tire had been blown out. So that was really cool, and the AIs looked really clever as well. One thing I don't want to be disappointed about with Watch Dogs is the size of the map. We didn't get any idea how big the map was going to be from the demo. We might do in future gameplay or trailers or anything like that, but at the moment it appears that it's going to be fairly large. I mean, they had a train you could ride in the game, so hopefully that means the map's going to be fairly large, because it's got to be large enough to support a train network. What that means, I'm not sure, but hopefully it's going to be fairly massive. That'd make the game like the piece de resistance. But that, in my opinion, was the showstopper of the announcement, that game. And to be honest, that's kind of why I was a little disappointed with Sony, because surely Watch Dogs, a game, shouldn't have been the highlight of the whole announcement. It should have been the PS4 itself. But it wasn't. It was a game, in my opinion, and several games at that, because there was a couple of other games which were kind of publicised more and talked about more than the actual PS4 was, like Destiny, for example. So it's confusing. What Sony just basically said, yeah, it's definitely going to be called the PS4. It's definitely going to be out in holiday this year, and it's going to be upgraded. We kind of knew that anyway. They touched on the controller, like I already said, but we kind of knew everything, or had assumed everything anyway. And they didn't really tell us anything radical or exciting about it. Obviously, they did touch on a few features which are new, like the remote access thing, the suspend and resume gameplay for fast like boot up times, downloading games with the power off, and also play the games while they're still downloading. So they did touch on that, so I'm happy about that. Now, those features, what's Xbox going to do? They've seen this display now. Have Sony patented all those features and things, or is Xbox just going to come along and go, right, mine, we're going to do that too, and also we're going to shove in like all the stuff we do and then patent it? Who knows? It's a bit confusing, and there's too much to kind of guess. There's not enough information at the moment, but there's a lot of prospects out there, and a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, Sony, like, it's amazing. They've blown Xbox out of the water. No one's going to be able to compete with Sony now." But we haven't even seen what Xbox has got yet. They haven't even told us anything. Who knows? Maybe Xbox is going to bring out some amazing feature of the, I don't know, I'm going to call it the 720 for the minute, that is just going to blow absolutely everything out of the way, and no one's going to care about Sony anymore, because this feature is just mind-boggling. It's just incredible. I can't even get the words out. I doubt it. So it would have to be pretty big to get people just completely abandon PlayStation. But we don't know. So Xbox, looking forward to it. I'll keep you guys up to date with the latest news as I hear it. They're probably going to release some news around E3 not too long from now. So as soon as I hear anything about that or from that, again, you guys will be the first to know. Apart from myself. And obviously you will you'll probably be watching it as well, so you'll know as well. But I will upload what I can when I can. Last thing to do, I'm going to be doing some giveaways hopefully in the near future. I might be able to get some like beta keys for you guys to play. Depending on that, I might be able to get some like manufacturers like merchandise to give away. It won't be anything special to start with. I'm poor, so it'll have to be freebies that I managed to get my hold on from my job, or things like that, or from people I know. But if I get anything cool, I will let you guys know. Maybe set up a small competition who can get me the most subscribers or something like that. on that note, guys, thank you everyone for the support. I've now got 53 subscribers. It went up loads from last night. Keep it going. If you have watched this video, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, and it means that I can put more effort into my videos and they just get bigger and better. So please do that for me. It'd be very, very much appreciated. And the last thing, but definitely not least, is a couple of videos ago I mentioned someone called Lackey. I got his name wrong. It's actually called Lakey. It's a username on Ollie43's website. So sorry, Lakey. I think that's now how I say it. That's how you told me to say it. So I apologise for that. That is now your name, because it was your name in the first place. And also, Lakey, you and your girlfriend Lexi, you live very far apart. You're in England, she's in Poland. You obviously know this, but I'm just telling everyone else. So I just want to make everyone aware that these guys, like, miles apart. They've been going out for 8 months. They're in a proper relationship, and from what I can tell, they do love each other very, very much. And I want to wish them the best of luck, because I've been in a long distance relationship. Not quite that long distance, but I know it's very hard. So those guys, best of luck. Honestly, if you need anything, give me a shout. You know where to get to me. So I'm going to sign off, guys. Stay online, stay on Facebook, Twitter. If you're on ollie43.com, I'll post things on my wall. So if you want to keep updated with my latest videos, you know where to come. I'll see you soon, guys. Goodbye.